Hello everyone. We already discussed about the mixed economy and the 5-year plans. So now we will discuss about the nationalization of bank. Why the banks were nationalized and what was the motive of government for nationalizing the bank. So it was very much important for government to have funds for different programs and different schemes, and from the profit of the bank government will get certain kind of amount to plan further for the different projects or different scheme. As we all know, previously the banks were run by the private individual and the profits are going in the pockets of those private individual. So during the tenure of Prime Ministers Pandit Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri, we all know Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was our first Prime Minister. After that, Lal Bahadur Shastri became the Prime Minister, and after the death of Lal Bahadur Shastri, Indira Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. We already discussed this in second chapter. During the tenure of Prime Ministers Pandit Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri, banking was a monopoly of the private sector. What is monopoly? Monopoly means single control, or you can say the domination or the power are in the hands of the private sector or any individual. These banks represent different industrial groups. The directors of these banks were working towards developing industrial sector and increasing its profit. So those are involved in this banking sector, they are involved in increasing their profits. They had different industries also. In order to stop this, the government nationalized the Imperial Bank in 1955, and the first bank which was nationalized in 1955 was Imperial Bank, and it was named as State Bank of India. And today we all know State Bank of India is the largest bank in our country. In order to stop this, the government nationalized the Imperial Bank in 1955 and it got converted into State Bank of India. This bank opened several branches all over the country in a short while and played a major role in development. And after that, many branches of State Bank of India opened all over the country, and now State Bank of India played a major role in the development of our Indian economy. Today also, we can see maximum branches of State Bank of India and also the ATMs, and you had already seen the involvement of the State Bank of India in banking sector. So State Bank of India was converted from Imperial Bank in 1955. Everyone please underline it and remember the name. Imperial Bank was converted into nationalized bank and named as State Bank of India in the year 1955. After that, in 1969, government nationalized 14 banks. Okay, we have a list of those banks. We will discuss it. Don't worry. And today also we have seen there are many banks like HDFC, ICICI, Axis Bank, Yes Bank. These are the private bank. And when we talk about the government bank like State Bank of India, we all know Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Bank of Maharashtra, right? Indian Overseas Bank. These are the nationalized bank. Okay, so it is the involvement of both sector, private sector as well as the public sector. Background of nationalization. Why these banks were nationalized? India has adopted a mixed economy after independence. Nationalization of banks were essential. What is essential? Necessary. Right? It is very much required. Nationalization of banks was necessary to cover the deficit if they occurred while implementing different schemes. To cover the deficit. Deficit means to need of money. Because for any project, government need money. From where government will get the money? So that's why they turned the banks into nationalized. Also, the profit of this bank would come into the government treasury once they were nationalized. And once these banks were nationalized, then the profit will go into the government treasury. Along with this, the policy of developing small industries and pharmaceutical industries has to be implemented. And along with this, government has to develop the small industries and the pharmaceutical industries. What are pharmaceuticals? Pharmaceuticals means related to medicines. Lal Bahadur Shastri undertook the experiment of Green Revolution. Also during the tenure of Lal Bahadur Shastri, he invested a lot for the Green Revolution. We all know the meaning of Green Revolution. Green Revolution means the development of agriculture in order to overcome food shortages and drought. So due to such programs, we will overcome the shortage of the foods, and also we will fight with the drought situation. During the tenure of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, Congress Forum for Socialist Action, a group in the Congress party inspired by socialist idea, made a demand for nationalization of commercial banks. So during the time of Indira Gandhi, the different committees also supported the idea of Indira Gandhi that banks should be nationalized. Even the Communist Party supported this demand. As you all know, Communist Party is also a very old political party. They also supported the plan of Indira Gandhi for nationalization of bank. So here we have a list of 14 banks which were converted into nationalized in 1969. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi nationalized 14 banks on 19 July 1969. These include Allahabad Bank, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, Canara Bank, Central Bank of India, Dena Bank, Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, Punjab National Bank, Syndicate Bank, United Bank of India, United Commercial Bank, in short UCO Bank, Union Bank of India. Then again in 1980, 6 more banks were nationalized. So in this way, these banks were nationalized so that government should have sufficient funds for their planning or for the development. Now 20-point program. During the tenure of Indira Gandhi, to develop the national income, to meet the requirement of the nation, she planned for a 20-point program. So in this topic, we don't have all the 20 points mentioned here. Only 5 important points are mentioned here. So we will discuss those points. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi announced the 20-point programs on 1st July 1975 and resolved to make efforts towards rapidly becoming a developed nation. So the intention of this 20-point programs were to make our country in the development phase rapidly. As we all know, after the independence, we are considered as underdeveloped nation. But now we are developing nation, and very soon we will be developed nation, right? We achieved so much development in education, or even we had development done in the infrastructure or in the health services. So day by day we are getting increased our resources, we are getting more production. So in this way this plan has been performed, or it has been regulated. The main provisions, what are provisions? A kind of arrangement, planning. The main provision of the 20-point program are as follows. So we had given 5 important points here. The first, land ceiling for cities and agricultural land. What is land ceiling? A land ceiling means a measurement of land that a particular individual or a group should get at least a minimum land, and those having the large quantity, or you can say large amount of land, that should be reduced. For example, we had seen in the past the zamindars, the landlords, they are the owners of the whole village or the land. So these should be distributed to all the section of the society. That's why this land ceiling policy has been introduced. सबको मिलना चाहिए ना जमीन, खेती करने के लिए, एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए, या फिर रहने के लिए. ऐसा नहीं हो कि सिर्फ जो अमीर लोग हैं या जो बड़े जमींदार हैं, लैंडलॉर्ड हैं, सारी जमीन उनके पास हो. सो द मोटिवेशन फॉर दैट टू इंक्रीज the participation of the common people also, this was the very important step. Equal distribution of wealth. We has always seen that richer get rich or poorer get poor, right? So in this way the wealth should be distributed now. Every section of society should get an equal opportunity, maybe the job, business, or everything. Minimum wages for worker. What are wages? Which is a salary. So there should be a certain kind of minimum fixed salary that workers should get, right? उनको भी एक रिक्वायरमेंट होता है, उनको भी अपनी फैमिली देखनी होती है. तो एक सर्टेन अमाउंट अगर उनको नहीं मिलेगा तो वो लोग मैनेज कैसे करेंगे? Increase in water conservation schemes. What are the conservation? To keep safe. We know how much the water is important. We need water for everything, for everything. So that's why there should be some programs, or there should be some schemes to preserve the water, to conserve the water, right? So these were the important points for the 20-point program. Second, workers' participation in industry, national training schemes, and freeing the bonded labor. So there should be the more participation of workers in different sectors. Even there should be a training given to the workers so that they are expert in their field. Also, there should be some condition to free the bonded labor. What is a bonded labor? For example, for any work, we need to pay that person. Maybe it's our they are doing our household work, maybe they are watchmen or anyone. But in the past, the people are considered as slaves and they are treated like a slave, so they are not getting any kind of salary and they need to work for whole of their life, not only the person, his family also. So this is a kind of injustice. So government stop these kind of policies in our country. Not only India, now all over the world, bonded labor doesn't work. Prevention of tax evasion. What is evasion? Not to pay tax. As we know, most of the people don't pay tax. They keep transactions. We always say black money. Money का color black होता है क्या? No. The transactions that done illegally are called as the black money. So evasion means it's a kind of theft. बोलते हैं टैक्स की चोरी करना. So there should be some kind of prevention to stop such things. Economic crimes and smuggling. What is smuggling? Illegal trade, illegal business. The trade which are not legalized by the government is called smuggling. So this should all needs to be stopped because it affects the national income, na? Regulation of prices of basic necessities. Regulation means to keep check, to keep control on the prices of the basic necessities. Improvements in the public distribution system. There should be some kind of improvement in the public distribution system, like at a ration shop also. You may know there are different colors of ration card: white, orange, I think yellow. So in this way, based on the different criteria, they are getting the amount of food grain. So these are the steps from the government. Improvement in the textile industry by developing handloom sector. We know previously in our country, before the introduction of the machines, the textile mills are running by the workers only. They are doing the weaving by their own hands. That's what is called as handloom industry. Waiving loans for weaker section. What are waiving loans? Waiving means there are certain kind of provision that loan should be waived off to didn't take the loan. For example, if a farmer took a loan of 10 lakh rupees and if he is not able to pay that amount because of crop failure, so many times government supports them that 1 lakh or 2 lakh should be waived. You need to make the rest of amount. So it is a kind of good thing that the needy person should get a support. Even in this pandemic situation, most of the people lost their job, lost their businesses. Even the farmers won't able to sell their crops in the market. So at that time, they need such kind of support from the government. Okay. Housing, communication facilities. It is also very much important. We see slums areas. Government always try to remove the slums, and instead of slums, they're trying to build the proper houses for those family. Making educational equipment available to the schools. It is also very much important. Every school should be updated. That students should get all the facilities in what they require for their education. Right. Next is issues of worker. Our second last point is issues of worker. It is a story of Mumbai. During the time of 1980s, the workers who are working in textile mills, they are not happy with their the facilities which they are getting. Instead of the textile mill in other sectors, the workers are giving more facilities like increased salary, better medical facilities, better housing. So in this way, the workers are not satisfied. The textile mill workers are not satisfied. So they had some kind of demands with the owner. but one owner didn't fulfill that demand, and that resulted to the strike. But this strike take a serious issue and went for a longer period. It is a story of 1980 and now it is 2020. Still, 40 years went off, but none of the clear decision has been taken for that issue. So you can imagine how serious condition was faced by those workers or the owners. So it was a very drastic situation where lakhs of people lost their job. Many people lost their life also. Many people moved toward the crime. So it also affects the society, na? And that's why most of the textile mills moved to the Surat. As we all know, Surat is considered as a textile hub of our country, but previously it was Mumbai. Even today, when you visit the most of the places of Mumbai like Parel, Dadar, Lal Bagh, then you will see there are most of the mills are shut down, right? So what was that issue? As we all know, the first textile mill was started in Mumbai on 11th July 1851 by Kawasji Dawar. We already learned in 8th standard. Remember? The first textile mill was started in Mumbai on 11th July 1851 by Kawasji Dawar. Eventually, mills started in Dadar, Parel, Bhaikala, Shivdi, Prabhadevi and Worli. So those areas are very much, you can say, populated with the mills, and that's why those areas called as the Girangaon. This part came to be known as Girangaon or town of mills. In 1980s, the increasing unrest among workers was due to the economic condition in other sectors. In some industries, in different industries other than the textile, the wages of the worker were increasing. So workers getting increased wages in different sectors. They are also getting more amount as bonus. We know bonus. Many factories or many industries give bonus, a kind of additional income once in a year. It is called as bonus. We know that. They were getting more facility than the textile mill workers. Even the workers who are involved in different sectors other than the textile industry, they are getting more facilities. So that gave a certain kind of unrest in the mill workers, and they decided to talk with the owners and they went for the strike. We have a small information here about the Narayan Meghaji Lokhande. Narayan Meghaji Lokhande. Remember we learned in 8th standard about Narayan Meghaji Lokhande. He was a social worker. He always worked for the welfare of the workers or the laborers, and he was the person with his dedication or his effort. Workers are getting holidays on Sunday, right? Remember we learned in 8th standard. Mahatma Jyoti Rao Phule's associate Narayan Meghaji Lokhande. Narayan Meghaji Lokhande was well known because of his activities, and also he was a great supporter or follower of Mahatma Jyoti Rao Phule. Due to his efforts, resulted in the weekly Sunday holiday for mill workers from 1st January 1882. Before that, workers won't have any weekly off. So it is a story of Diwali during the Diwali of 1981. In the Diwali of 1981, the workers expecting that we will get a bonus of 20%. But the association talked with owner, and due to the discussion, they didn't get that much amount. They get less bonus. In the Diwali of 1981, the workers expected to get a bonus of 20%. The Rashtriya Mill Mazdoor Sangh, the name of the association. We know in every sector there is an association. You had seen whether it's railway, education, everywhere you will find an association, a group, a committee that look after that. So the Rashtriya Mill Mazdoor Sangh, which was negotiating means discussing, talking, right, with the employers, agreed upon 8 to 17% bonus without taking the workers into confidence. The cut in the bonus proved to be the cause of unrest, and the cut in the bonus proved to be the cause of unrest because the workers were not happy. Some workers went to Dr. Datta Samant. Datta Samant was a great social worker, so the workers approached him and he became the leader of the workers to fight against the owner or to negotiate with the owners. They asked him to accept their leadership. Workers of 65 mills. Imagine the workers of 65 mills, they all went to the strike. So you can imagine the situation of that period. Workers of 65 mills came together and Dr. Datta Samant led the strike. On 18th January 1982, 2.5 lakh workers went on strike. Girangaon mill stopped running, making it seems like Mumbai heart stopped throbbing. Heart throbbing means heart beating. So you imagine those areas, though everywhere the mills were working. So suddenly it all got stopped. So you can imagine suddenly the voice get completely stopped. So it seems like Mumbai's heart beating has been stopped. Okay. At that time, who was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Barrister A.R. Antule. The Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Barrister A.R. Antule, set up a committee to solve this issue. So he set up a committee so that the problem should be solved and there should be a discussion between the owners and the worker. But it didn't work. Then after, who became our Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Later, Babasaheb Bhosle became the Chief Minister of Maharashtra state. He insisted, he said that as per the law, the government will talk with association. But the workers are not happy with the decision of association, so they refused. They told that no, you should change your law. You should talk with us. Later, Babasaheb Bhosle became the Chief Minister of Maharashtra state. He insisted that as per the law, he would talk only with the Rashtriya Mill Mazdoor Sangh, the association. But Dr. Datta Samant, the leader of the workers, demanded that the law should be revoked. रिवोक मीन्स कैंसिल्ड. ये लॉ को आप चेंज करो. अगर आपका लॉ ये कहता है कि आप वर्कर से नहीं एसोसिएशन से बात करोगे, तो ऐसे लॉ को आप कैंसिल करो और आप फेस टू फेस वर्कर से बात करो. मैं उनका लीडर हूं, मैं डिसाइड करूंगा किस तरह से ये फंक्शन को आगे लेके जाएंगे. बट क्योंकि इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ डेवलपमेंट हुआ नहीं, तो ये स्ट्राइक आगे बढ़ता गया. हमने यूजुअली बहुत सारे स्ट्राइक देखे हैं जो एक दिन या 2 दिन में ही होते हैं. हमने बहुत बार ऑटो रिक्शा के स्ट्राइक्स देखे हैं, हम लोग डॉक्टर के स्ट्राइक्स देखे हैं, कभी रेलवे ट्रेन के स्ट्राइक होते हैं, बट वो हार्डली 2 या 3 घंटे के लिए होते हैं. कभी कभी हुआ तो आधे दिन में खत्म हो जाते हैं. पहले वर्कर्स को भी यही लगा कि ये स्ट्राइक 1 या 2 दिन चलेगा, तो शुरू में वो लोग बहुत कैजुअल थे, एक दूसरे की मदद करते थे. किसी को पैसे की जरूरत है तो वो उनको सपोर्ट करते थे, किसी को फूड की सपोर्ट है तो वो करते थे. इवन जो वर्कर्स है उनके गांव से भी उनको सपोर्ट मिलता था. बट कंडीशन वर्स्ट होता गया. 1 साल 2 साल 10 साल बीत गए, बट कुछ भी रेजोल्यूशन नहीं आया. सो इट वेंट वेरी क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन. इन द बिगिनिंग द स्ट्राइकिंग वर्कर्स रिसीव्ड हेल्प फ्रॉम द नेटिव विलेज. तो मदद मिल रही थी, इनको भी लग रहा ठीक है, 1 दिन 2 दिन 1 हफ्ते के बाद प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा, सैलरी मिलेगी, बोनस मिलेंगे, सारे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएंगे, हमने जिससे पैसे लिए उनको पैसे वापस कर देंगे. बट इनको नहीं पता था ना कि सिचुएशन ऐसा हो गया, हमारे जॉब ही चले जाएंगे, मिल्स हमेशा के लिए बंद हो जाएंगे. इट वॉज ऑल्सो नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू हेल्प ईच अदर. दे आर हेल्पिंग ईच अदर. इट वॉज अ कॉमन वेरी नॉर्मल इशू. They set up departmental committees and distributed food grains, assistance in the form of funds. They also assistance means supporting each other in the form of funds. The left means opposition party. We all know in government, in politics, opposition party always goes against the government. So opposition party को क्या है, उनको एक मौका मिल गया workers के issue को लेकर, so they supported the workers. The left party has supported the strike. As the strike dragged on means it went for longer period. Efforts were made to split the striking workers rank. कोशिश ये होती है कि जो वर्कर्स के रैंक कैटेगरीज है उनको स्प्लिट किया जाए, सो दैट उनसे अलग अलग लेवल पे बात की जाए और उस हिसाब से उनको पैसे या जो उनका बोनस से दिया जाए. बट ये भी कुछ सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ. Even as the strike completed 6 months, the central government completely ignored it. The strike went for 6 months. But central government didn't look after it. The workers started a jail bharo agitation. So they started a movement named jail bharo agitation. मतलब हम लोग को सपोर्ट तो कर नहीं रहे हो, सीधा हमें जेल में डाल दो, ऐसा वर्कर्स का डिमांड था. फिर भी गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ नहीं सोचा. In September 1982, 1.5 lakh workers took a march on the legislative assembly. So 1.5 lakh workers went to the legislative assembly. Right, but even didn't they get any help from there? Maharashtra state, it didn't help at all. The strike completed a year. This was the first strike to have gone on for a year. So this was the first strike that went for a year. In this period, about 1.5 lakh workers became unemployment, and in this time, 1.5 lakh workers became unemployed and doesn't got any kind of support from the government. Even the situation of mills also changed. During that time, polyester introduced, and as we all know, polyester is a synthetic fiber and it is quite cheap. तो मार्केट में पॉलिस्टर का डिमांड बढ़ गया, कॉटन का डिमांड खत्म हो गया, और ये सारे मिल जो थे वो कॉटन प्रोड्यूस करते थे, जिससे कॉटन का प्रोडक्शन भी बंद हो गया. तो मिल्स को ऑलरेडी नुकसान हो रहा था और नुकसान होने लगा. As polyester had come into greater demand than cotton cloth, the sale of mill clothes has already got affected. The mills moved from Mumbai to Surat in Gujarat. The central government nationalized 13 textile mills. Then government converted few mills into nationalized. Appointment of arbitrators did not help to resolve this issue. Even the appointments of arbitrators also didn't help. What are arbitrators? Arbitrators means officials or person who are appointed to solve the issue, to discuss the issue. You can say the middleman. Most of the time we see when there is an issue between India and Pakistan, so Russia or America work as the arbitrator. Even sometimes between us friends also, अगर हमारे दो फ्रेंड के बीच झगड़े होते हैं, so we try to solve the issue. So this is called the arbitration, and the person will called as the arbitrator. Understood? So in this way, this strike shook the nation, or even shook the common people who are involved in, and it was greatly affected the you can say the most of the population of Mumbai. Understood?